broad to a device fast control. Do not attempt to adjust your device screen. We are in control of the broadcast. We control the horizontal. We control the vertical. The time has come. Please stand by for a live transmission from Halloween Daily News. Yes, yes, yes. Light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live. It is Monday night. Let's see who else is awake and alive out there tonight. Happy Michael Myers Monday, Haddonfield. What's up, everybody? If you're new here, welcome to it. My name is Matt. We are Halloween Daily News in this prime time must-see live stream that you just found yourself in the middle of is what we like to call Michael Myers Monday Live, our weekly hangout with the greatest fans in the world, celebrating the greatest franchise in the world. And you are here on a good one this evening. We have a special guest. I'm about to bring him on. Great DAEG himself is here, our buddy DAEG FAERCH. He's going to be coming on, taking some questions from you guys. We're going to be talking about his new music, his H45 experience, and everything else that he's been getting up to. And then we'll see what else we get into here tonight. So I want to thank you for joining me, for hanging out this evening. I see a lot of our friends are already lighting it up in the live chat. I see David Suber in the house, Kason Heineke, Corin Banks, MBV Films, Brandon the Beldum. Who else did we see in here? Jacqueline Walker, Megan Wagner, all lighting it up. Mello Ramirez in the house. Phil's here as well. Awesome, awesome, Phil. Good to see you. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Sarah Holmes. Awesome. Horror Freak has checked in. All right, we got a good crowd finding us. And yes, no need to adjust your screens. We are coming at you in prime time this evening, a little bit earlier than our normal start time, but that's because we got a prime time guest here tonight. You guys know DAEG, of course, as Michael Myers at age 10 in the 2007 remake of Halloween from director Rob Zombie, and of course from his music since then, and other acting work he's done, from more recently stuff like Euphoria and American Horror Story, and a ton of other cool stuff. So, DAEG is here. He's in the house. He's in our virtual green room right now. So I'm about to bring him on. And what we're going to do just like we did on previous weeks. I'm going to play just a very short pre-recorded promo right now. And I'm going to bring DAEG on. And then when we come back, he'll be on here with us. And he's going to hang out for a while and chat with us. And you guys get ready to fire your questions when I send the signal. And we'll have him answer. And I got a couple too. But I'm going to do my best to hold my questions this time. The last couple of weeks, I loaded it up heavy on top with my questions. I'm going to hold them because I did just have a very formal interview with DAEG about a year ago, and I think that was pretty extensive. So tonight it's a much more informal hang, and I think it's going to be a good time. So again, thank you all for joining us. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. It's great to see everybody. We're celebrating Michael Myers. We're celebrating DAEG. We're celebrating the fact that we all survived another week, another Monday. And like I always say, that in itself, if nothing else, is reason to celebrate. So here we go. We are celebrating. And of course, when we do get to the Q&A portion, obviously super chats and members are going to get priority, but hopefully we should be able to get to everybody else as well. So I'm going to play this promo right now, and I will be back with tonight's special guest in just about 2 minutes. Sit tight, guys. Happy Michael Myers Monday. If you love Halloween, more importantly, if you live Halloween every single day of your life, then you are absolutely in the right place right here on the Halloween Daily News YouTube channel. And the most direct way that you can help out and support what we do here at Halloween Daily News is by becoming a channel member. There's just one tier. It's just $5 a month. You get early access to our exclusive interviews, a lot of our exclusive pre-recorded content. Channel members also get access to exclusive merch discounts and many videos not made available to the public. There's also going to be members only exclusive live events, giveaways, and lots more killer perks you can learn more about in the membership tab. It's basically like Patreon, except here on YouTube. I urge you to consider it. We've got a really awesome, amazing, growing community in there already, and I invite you to become a part of it. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching, and thank you for considering becoming an HDN channel member. Hey everybody, I want to remind you that we have official merch. That's right, now available in the HDN Spring Store. You can show your love for Halloween every day, all year round, with official Halloween Daily News t-shirts. Many different designs are available, many different styles, colors, all sizes, including the original HDN Classic, our special Triple M crew design for the Michael Myers Monday regulars out there, and our brand new What Would John Carpenter Do design. All of these are available, like I said, multiple sizes, colors, and styles on t-shirts. And that's not all. We've got other merch available like mugs and stickers and lots of other cool stuff. Check it out now at the merch link in the description of this video. All right. All right, we are back. We are live. It is Michael Myers Monday, and we are here with tonight's special guest. It is my pleasure to welcome back to HDN our friend, great DAEG himself, DAEG FAERCH. What is up, man? Thanks for being here.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for having me, as always. You feel me? You already know I fuck with y'all.
That's right. That's right. We know it. And I was telling everybody, reminding everybody that we did do a sort of more formal interview about a year ago. And I think that was a pretty in-depth, and we had a good conversation. And we've kept in contact. And then we bumped into each other at H45 in the fall. And that was, of course, just a madhouse and an awesome time. And of course, you made that great cameo appearance in our Michael Myers Monday video with some of the people watching here, which just made all of our day that day when you came in there. And I replay that all the time in here.
Hell yeah. So, that was fun. I remember that. I was like, oh, I definitely need to photobomb this.
Yeah, yeah. And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, we were there. It was the Saturday of H45, and we're out there doing a Triple M photo op basically. And we were gonna video everybody saying Happy Michael Myers Monday. And like you said, you happened to be out there. We didn't plan it or anything, and you just overheard and hopped in, and it was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we all lost our minds in the best way. It was awesome.
That was a fun weekend for sure.
Well, I know it was. I mean, it's always a magical weekend for us. I use that word, but it is because I mean, it's just this franchise, and everybody's just so pumped for it, and all of you guys that have ever played Michael are there, and everybody else. And but I wanted to ask you from your point of view, because let's see, you were at the 40th as well, and you were at this
Hmm.
one, and I guess you were probably at the 35th, I guess.
I was,
Um,
yeah. I think I
so
might have even done the 30. I might have done the 30th.
Okay, I was going to ask how many you've done. So this wasn't your first time to this show, but how was it this year for you?
Well, I loved it. I don't do nearly as many conventions as I used to since Corona and then my new TV shows. So that was really fun, just to go back out and talk to my people and stuff like that, and then played that little show on the street too. That was pretty cool on some punk rock vibes. Uh,
Hell yeah!
but yeah, no, I love that stuff. I'm actually just started doing conventions again, only for a couple months, and I already booked. I'll be at Spooky in Orlando, May 17th, 18th, and 19th, I think.
Awesome, very cool.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, there was that epic street performance on later on that same night. That was that Saturday night too. And
Yeah.
and yeah, we got I think we got the whole thing on video. And yeah, I mean everybody just kind of crowded around and was getting into it. And you put on like a whole show. Do you want to walk through anybody that wasn't there for that? What happened with that? That was
Man,
just
it
a
was
spur of the moment
crazy.
thing, right?
So yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, I knew I wanted to play, and they had already booked everybody for the VIP party, I guess, to play. So they were like, "There's you cannot play the VIP party." And I'm like, "Okay." So in between, basically, because I don't like stepping on anybody's toes. I don't want people
Yeah.
to step on my toe. Golden rule, you know. So in between the ending of the signing that day and the beginning of the VIP party, I rushed to play a quick little set. And then my speaker that I had brought, I think it was dead or something like that. And I didn't have the charger. So then I had to run through the convention and just ask people, like, hey, can I borrow your speaker right quick? You feel me? And then this
Yeah.
one dude had a booth, let me borrow his speaker. And yeah, put that up on my laptop. Already had the set ready to go and just played. It was a little oh, what do you call it? Not nerve wracking, but at first, just with like, there was only a couple people when I started, but I was like, let's do this. This is what I said I'm gonna do, so I do it. That's how I roll. And it was really cool and just like a super genuine, like awesome feeling to see like the 20-minute ish set start with like three people that I was performing to about 20.
Yeah.
That was awesome because like people just started like, oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, they did. I mean, a lot of people they were just curious. Some people might not have even been going to the convention and were just curious of what was going on. And then yeah, by the end, everybody. I mean, people were out screaming your name and stuff at the end and everything. It
Hell yeah.
felt like a real show there at the end. It was awesome. Um, but yeah, it was a great weekend for us for sure. And that's cool to hear it from your point of view. Because I always wonder that is on the other side, are you guys able to enjoy it at all? And but it sounds like you had
I
a
mean,
good
it's
time.
very tiring, but
Yeah,
I'm sure
I'm
it's
sure.
tiring for the people who are just going there too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So like, yeah, it's fun and tiring. I feel like all the way around for everybody, just for different reasons.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, that's the way I feel. It's definitely exhausting on for us, like you say as well. But it's the best kind of tiring. It's
Right.
like our favorite thing to do, and it's our people, like our people here on Michael Myers Monday. It's our people, and they're just the best to be around.
Hell yeah, I see them all up in there. We got Denise, Erica, Danny, Mellows.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Shout out all y'all. Corin.
Now
Mom.
Mello was in here. He mentioned before we went on. I saw him talking about some tracks, some new music that said he was excited for us to hear some collabs with you. I guess I was listening to some new music you dropped earlier today. Today I was listening to it like before coming on here, and it's the Stoner tape, which is
Yep.
timed perfectly for this month. You know, it's perfect 420 music. I love it. What can you tell us about your latest release? It's 3 songs, 3 tracks.
Yeah. So my latest drop, the Stoner tape. That one's produced by me, recorded, engineered by me. And then I have my friend June on it. And yeah, we just had a little Stoner tape. We actually been sitting on it for about 6 months. But my dog Mellows, I've recently been working with Mellows since the beginning of this year. We've been making some super hot fire. My first song of this year, Hate Me, is a drill song, my first ever drill song. He produced it. I've dropped a few other. Oh yeah, we had this whole like little funk era just recently where I did Dance Drugs, which was just a very, very silly song, more like think shoes, but nowadays or whatever. Oh my god, shoes. And then This Is War. That one's crazy because he has some dubstep in there. I've never had a song with dubstep before. And then later this month, a song that he produced that is my song that he produced. I have a big feature on it, and I've never paid for a feature before. And this is my biggest feature I've had on one of my songs, right? Because on with my song with Tech Nine, I'm on Tech Nine song, right? So this is a great DAEG song with the artist 645AR on it, and that'll be dropping on the 23rd. And that song is called Chain Hang Low. So you already know it's a sick ass vibe.
Nice,
Hell
nice,
yeah.
awesome. You mentioned "This Is War." I watched the video for that, and I really like that one. That's a jamming song. I like that.
Right. That one was really
Yeah.
fun. I was trying my like very light key parkour vibes. I definitely edited out some stuff. I could have made a whole other music video where I just look dorky as shit, like I
With
don't
like
know
the
how to move or
outtakes.
run or anything. Yeah.
Awesome. And it seems like you have fun with the videos too. That you're always, you're not afraid to make it goofy and funny sometimes.
For real. Yeah. No, I mean, because shit, that's what I'm doing this for. It's
Yeah.
like, it's all fun. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? And then most of my music videos, my mom is shooting for me too. And we're ride or die. You feel me? It's always just been her and I my whole life. So, like, we're just like, hey, let's try this. Fuck it. Let's try this. Fuck up. And it ends up epic.
Yeah. I love it. Um, all right, like I said, I don't want to do all the talking. I definitely want to let the audience get some questions asked. So if you're in live chat and you haven't asked a question, you can start firing away. I'm going to start though with one that was sent a few days ago. It was a comment on one of our posts about this live stream, and this is a good one to start with. Though I figured this comes from Kevin Ketchy, and I'll just read his comment to you. He says, "My favorite scene in '07, the '07 remake, is right after he stabs the nurse at Smith's Grove, and he's being held back by security, and Deborah and Loomis rush in. That scene of him screaming as his mask is pulled off is electrifying, rabid, and powerful. It still gives me chills. Perfectly acted, shot, and edited. I'd love to hear some insight on that scene, and please pass along how valued so many people find your performance. He really makes that movie work." End quote.
Damn. Well, thank you, Mr. Catchy. Um,
That's a
shit.
great
Wow.
comment. That's
That was awesome. That last part just made me like all warm and tingly. What was the actual question? I'm so sorry.
the actual question. He would just love any insight into the scene
There we
when
go.
when
Okay.
right
Yeah.
after you've stabbed the nurse and Sherry rips your mask off and you like scream. I know the scene. I love it too. It gives me.
Yeah.
I've got chills just talking about it because it's such an emotional moment in that movie, because you can just tell that that's the moment where Sherry, your mom in the movie, is like, she realizes that Michael's gone and she can't there's no
Yeah.
coming back. That's like kind of the end there. And of course, the very next scene of her is her killing herself, and it's just so powerful. So I agree with him. It's definitely one of the best scenes in that movie. So yeah, any
It was
insight or
fun.
memories you can tell us about that?
It was fun and it was tiring, and I should have saved some of that attitude for Will Smith, so maybe he wouldn't have thrown me up into outer space. But maybe it's also just why people don't mess with me in general. You feel me? That inner rage. But no, it was really, 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 really fun. I liked, like, same reason I liked going in the mosh pits as a teenager. You
Yeah.
know, you got it's the same reason anybody likes an outlet, probably, really, too. That
Yeah.
was you don't get to just freak out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Without repercussions most of the time.
Hmm.
So that was epic because it's just like damn near therapy. Just let it out. What's been bothering you, Dag? Just, ah! You know what I mean? I've even thought as like a recent like adult type thing, like, man, it'd be great to just go out to the desert and just like just
Yeah.
as loud as I can and like freak out. Have a
Hmm.
whole great Nicolas Cage freak out just as therapy.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, it's got to feel good. Like you said, everybody
Uh-huh.
needs that outlet. So you had that. Do you remember um, any of the direction or anything that Rob might have said or anything at that time as far as
For that,
like yeah,
I
like for
remember
that
more
scene?
dealing I remember more dealing with the stunt coordinator who was actually the dude with the gray hair that was holding me back. I
Okay.
think I might have made him bleed. I don't remember exactly. He said to bite. Oh yeah, he said to bite, and I did, and he bled.
He said to bite and he bled.
Yeah, so you feel
I
me?
love
But
that.
so I
That's
guess I got to
hilarious.
experience a little Mike Tyson action there too. Now that I'm thinking of it. But nah, yeah, I mean, directing wise for that scene, no, probably more just like, go on, Dig, freak out, and then then the stunt coordinator being like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it.
Hmm. I got you. I got you. So yeah, he was really more the hands-on kind of coordinating. I guess, which
Hmm.
that would make sense. But I agree with that comment from Kevin. That's a great comment. That was a great scene,
That was
and
an awesome comment.
and yeah, and the way, like he said, the way Rob edited it and kind of cutting it to the slow mo to where you can really just kind of see it all.
Big ass white boy said, "I just road rage." I
That's great.
think a lot of people get it out that way,
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think there's yeah, I think
right? You ever been
yeah.
to LA?
Well, when we were there for age 45, I drove in LA for the first time, and that was an experience. I
Yeah,
I was sketchy on it at first, but we got through it. We got through it,
nice. That's right.
and I didn't have to. Excuse me, I didn't have to road rage, thankfully.
Nice.
But that's because there was so much positivity at the convention. That kept
Oh God,
that
it
kept me
was
fueled
fun.
with positivity. All right, let's see. I'm gonna turn in here and let's see if we got some comments coming in the live chat or some other questions because I got plenty of others. If not, but let's see what other people are asking. Let's see. Don Harrison asks, Dave, what scene in Halloween was the hardest to film? That's a good question.
Huh. Probably, probably the scene where I'm crying with Malcolm McDowell.
Oh yeah,
Just doing that a few times over. You know what I'm saying? That's draining. Even still to this day, if I cry on command type thing, which I can do, it takes me. I can hop into it real
yeah.
quick. You know what I mean? It just takes me a little bit of time to get out of it.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That you can. It's easier to get in, but then once you're in it, yeah, to come back out.
Yeah, sometimes I literally just gotta like say if it's for an audition, I'll just go to
Yeah,
my room and like cry it out right quick. It's like I started some waterworks, let me get whatever else out, right? And then just like, okay, Dave, that was just for an audition. You're fine. Like, okay, you're good. Woo wop.
and that's when yeah, that's when you're like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I think
Yeah,
is the scenes you're talking about, and again, it's just so heartbreaking because it's Michael in this way that we've never seen him, not just as a kid, but as this kid who legitimately just doesn't understand, just wants to go home and go back to normal and just doesn't understand what he's done and what's happened. It's
Right.
heartbreaking. Let's see here. All right, we got a $5 super chat from Brandon the Beldum, and he says, Daeg, during the opening kitchen with Ronnie, William Forsythe, and his monologue, did you break character trying not to laugh, or with any of the scenes with him? I guess he's asking, did you ever break character, starting with that kitchen scene or at any point?
I don't think I broke character. I don't know. No. I think I held it pretty together.
Except for Hannah.
Oh, was there? My mom's right here too to help me remember some things.
Awesome.
You feel me? Also for moral support.
When you're chasing her down.
Oh yeah, when I was chasing Hannah down the hall,
Yeah.
I was probably super giggly, right?
Both
of us were like,
you said cut. You.
Yeah, both of us were just, I don't even remember why, but just extremely giggly.
You and Hannah, you mean?
Yeah, that was probably the only time I like really had trouble like not laughing while we're rolling.
I gotcha. So there might have been some shots when you were wearing the mask that you might have been cracking up a little bit under there, possibly.
Probably. Yeah, good point. That's you know what? Probably.
And that's such a great scene too, because you start off in your one mask in the clown mask,
yeah,
but then you end it in the adult mask, which I thought that was another just really cool choice that Rob made.
Now everyone's going to go back and watch the movie, and during that scene, they're going to imagine my dorky ass smile underneath the mask. It was like,
and not anytime we don't see Judith's face, we'll imagine she's actually cracking up too.
For real.
Running away from you. But it's a brutal scene again when you watch it, but yeah, to know that behind the scenes you guys could barely hold it together. But I love when Rob puts you in the adult mask, and it's just such a weird scene because it's your 10-year-old body. I guess you were around 10 at the time. 10-year-old Michael's body, but with the fully adult head. It's just so weird looking.
Yeah, it is cool how he connected that, like, was able to like bring that in. Definitely. With the backstory to the future. Yeah.
I like that a lot. Did you remember, did you talk to Tyler much at the time when you were on set? Like you probably, I guess you probably wouldn't have at that time because
we weren't on set even too much together. I'm sure I fanboyed slightly because I knew he was Sabretooth.
That's right.
Like, literally, when I got done filming Halloween and I went back home, right, to go hang out with my homies and shit, I'm like, guys, I grow up to be Sabretooth.
I love it.
Right?
That's cool. I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. And of course, you did do some press with him afterwards. We've seen some of the videos of like interviews that you guys did after.
With that classic fucking. That classic line where I say, I started getting all sweaty and the mask started getting stinky.
Yes. It's great. It's awesome. Let's see. Another question from the chat. Let's see here. Tim checking in. Sorry about it. I forgot the new time. Yes, early time. You're right on time, Tim.
Fit check for everybody because you know I like my fashion. We got the Globe skate shoes on. We got some Gucci. Shout out my dude Cool Pants Man on Instagram. He got these were only like $60, I think. Some fucking Gucci made in Italy ass jeans. Way too big for me, but thank God for a belt. You feel me? And then, bam, we got y'all gonna trip. We got the Frank Paul.
Nice.
You feel me? And then I figured since we were going Gucci, I might as well rock a polo bag and a Chanel and just rock all that type of designer that I have.
There you go.
It's about it all.
Yeah, I love it. And it's a special occasion, Michael Myers Monday in prime time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do it up. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you got fashion sense. I got one fashion sense. That's Michael Myers t-shirts or horror t-shirts.
I
That's
like that
my
one. That one's cool.
This one, I love it. You can't see it. It says every day is and then Halloween at the bottom, but it's like a little kid version of Tyler's it's like adult Michael, but a little kid version. It should
Yeah.
have your clown mask on it, is what it should be. But
I like
yeah, it's
how
just
they like. I like the doodle vibe to that
yeah,
mask. Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's like a scribbled, almost
Mm-hmm.
drawn version. Yeah, yeah. But I love this shit. I was trying to find one because I don't. Well, this one is my only one that kind of references '07. Um, I got the mask though. I got the appropriate mask on display, of course. Gotta have that out. But yeah, I was like, well, what do I have an '07 shirt? And I was like, I don't think. Oh yes, I do. I got this. So
Hell yeah. Man, I got some of this old merch because I do. I'm sure you've seen on my Instagram. I'll do like monthly raffles, and put like Halloween stuff, some great DAEG stuff in there and stuff.
I have
This is
seen.
some old. It's two layers basically of old merch. So after Halloween, we made these shirts. And then for a bit, when I started rapping, I had a brand called Rappin' Dabs. So I had turned it into a Rappin' Dab shirt.
Nice.
Right? But
Sweet.
hold on, I just sent my mom for a quick mission. Everybody close your
Okay.
eyes, and then when I tell you to open them, you can open them. All right, close your eyes
All right, I'm gonna close my eyes too.
and open.
That is badass.
You hear me?
Oh yeah.
Figured might as well. You brought up the
Yeah.
mask, and I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah, now is that the actual one?
No. I don't bust that one out too often.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Nice. I love it. See, there we go, guys. History. Daeg and the mask. Let's see. I see some other questions coming in. This is a funny one. Madam Sunflower 420. I like that name, Madam Sunflower
Sure.
420.
Hell yeah.
Asks, do you have a hate for candy corn due to the candy corn eating scene?
I don't think it's due to the candy corn eating scene. I've never liked candy corn. Candy corn, I feel like, is one of those foods you can have a half a piece of or one piece. And after that, it's too sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. Like I'll like it maybe in the beginning, like the first time I see one, and it's been a year since I've tasted one. But then yeah, it gets old really quick. Gets too sweet,
Right.
like you said. So yeah, that didn't make you hate them. You already hated them.
Yeah,
So-
I was already a hater to the candy corns.
But again, that's a testament to your acting, even at that age. That you were a trooper. How many
I think
candy
I
corns
was-
do you think you ate?
Oh God, I don't even know. But I think I heard once somebody say maybe it's the fact that he hates candy corn that he's sitting there looking like that.
That's funny. Hey, it could be. I guess so. That's what did it to Michael. That's what we're
Right.
kind of finally pushed
Rob's
him over
all
the
like,
edge.
look like you're pissed off. I'm just like, I am. I'm eating candy corn.
I don't have to act it right.
Right?
That part I got. Well, this one goes along with the eating. Big ass white boy asks, "What do you eat before you perform?"
A couple scoops of cashew butter to keep it
Nice.
light. You feel me? I don't want to eat a whole meal
Yeah.
before a performance, but I don't want to do one hungry.
Right.
So if I do feel like I might be a little bit hungry, cashew butter. It's amazing. It's like peanut butter, but made out of cashews. It's a little fucking pricey, but God, it's so good. Cashew butter also helps me like not eat as many sweets sometimes. Because it's protein and it's take a few just pure cashew butter and then like some almond milk afterwards, so I'm not all like, you feel me? But yeah.
Man, I go through some peanut butter myself. I'm gonna try that though. I'm gonna try. I've never had it.
Because like
I'm gonna try
almond butter's fire, right?
Yeah.
Compared to peanut butter, there's almond butter, but then there's cashew butter. Oh, it's so good.
I'm gonna have to try it. I love me some peanut butter now. I go through that like crazy as it is. And I'll do the same thing. I'll just take a scoop of it sometimes if I just need something
Right.
quick. And like you said, it's got all that protein. It's delicious. So that's a good question. I like that. Because like you said, you don't want to be heavy, but you don't want to be empty either.
Exactly.
Let's see. Isaac Norman asks, how did you feel when filming the movies? And I love the movies, man. They're so good, dude. And also, do you watch Dead Meat? I think he means the Dead Meat YouTube channel, I think.
Huh. Well, it was really fun. I always tell people it's not every day you get paid to kill people and not have to live with killing anybody. And I got to kill a Spy Kid. Like, the fuck? That's pretty epic. Like,
Yes.
I didn't have any hate against the Spy Kids, but it's like, okay. Fuck yeah. But Dead Meat YouTube, I don't know. I'll let y'all know my boy Cedric and I, he's basically my brother. We go back like 20 some years now. We'll kick back and watch a few different like series type shit. Sunday Conversation with Caleb Presley. Fire. I've been watching that since before his Drake fucking interview. So when he was still just only doing baseball players and shit. He has a Kevin Gates one actually that's hilarious as shit because he's a funny guy. And I guess Kevin Gates's people told him it was going to be a serious interview type shit. So that was really funny to watch. But I'll watch that. I'll watch Cold Ones, which is like these two Australian dudes about my age that just get drunk and like try a bunch of like Wish stuff or random shit. 3D Bot Maker. So I don't know if y'all see, but I have a little bit of a collection of Hot Wheels. I like Hot Wheels, and so does my dog Cedric. Loves cars. That's his shit. So there's this channel 3D Bot Maker that races diecast cars, so Hot Wheels and Matchboxes and shit like that. But their sets are perfect, and they got two spokespeople, and the camera angles are perfect, and the sounds make it sound like it's a real race and everything like that. So we'll watch that. And then recently I've been watching Beta Squad, which is almost like a British version of AMP with like Kai Cenat in them.
Cool. All right. Well, there you
That's
go.
my YouTube.
Yeah, that's some good recommendations there to seek out.
Oh, and Meat Canyon. Meat Canyon is funny as hell, but he stopped posting at the beginning of this year. And then one more, Much Dank. Much Dank is hilarious. He'll take interviews and make them so awkward and funny. It's hilarious.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out some of those. There you go, guys. There's a list of some to seek out if you're not watching them yet. That's good. I like that. And yeah, you told me before that killing a Spy Kid, killing Daryl Sabara, I think it's Daryl Sabara.
Yeah.
That was your favorite kill, right? That you did anyway, right?
Yeah, definitely. One, it was the most like active. Like I got to hit dude with a stick a bunch. You feel me?
Yeah.
We had like 5 different prop sticks. I was going glide at first because I was like, I'm not trying to hurt dude. You feel me? And then Rob and him were like, no, go harder. And then we were on the last stick because I kept breaking him because they're just made out of styrofoam or some shit like that. And then Rob was like, all right, chill out. Don't break the last stick.
That's funny that you were going through the props like that, like one after another. Yeah, I mean, rewatching it, I mean, it's a brutal death scene. It's just so primal. You were talking about that like a primal scream earlier. That death is like a primal. Just, I mean, you can't get more basic than that. Just a big old branch, just beating somebody down with it. I mean, just is that
on
is
my
just,
caveman. I might as well have been like, ooh.
Yes. Yeah, and to be the one that starts Michael down his killing journey.
Someone needs to take that scene and just layer in the sounds of that one South Park episode where all the boys find out about boobs and they start acting like primates. They need to take some of the sounds of those boys and just throw them under the scene. Ooh.
I can see it now. Yeah. There you go. There's your assignment, guys. Somebody do that and then tag us on it. I want to see that. That's awesome. Let's see. A lot of people loving what they're hearing. Let's see. There's the shadow lighting down the hallway on the mask. Oh, they're talking about when you were chasing Judith still, I think, some of them. Don Harrison has another one. Did you keep any props from Halloween?
Yeah, I have. I think the fork that I used to stab the nurse in the neck, and the clown costume, and the mask. Oh, and the book. Well, it's just a book with that cover on it.
Okay, I gotcha. Very cool.
Yeah.
The book
That'd be
that
crazy if they
Loomis
had
wrote,
actually
right?
wrote a book. What's up?
It's the book that Loomis wrote in the movie.
Yeah.
And because you're on the cover of it, right? You're.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the eyes of the devil or something like that.
Yeah, and it's like that picture of you with like it's all shadowy and your hair kind of hanging over, I think. And then there's that great shot that I remember listening to Rob's commentary track where he talks about he purposely wanted your face to take up like almost the whole screen, and Malcolm is tiny in it because it was a cool point he made in the commentary. He said he wanted to do that to show that Michael had become everything to Loomis. Like Loomis was this little tiny thing, and Michael encompassed all of Loomis's. And I thought that was a cool visual.
I hadn't heard that. That's cool to hear. Yeah, that's cool.
I thought that was really cool. Let's see. Another question from the chat. Let's see. Jose says, what was your favorite scene as adult Mike? Oh, I guess of Tyler's scenes, I guess they're asking. What was your favorite adult Michael scene?
Yeah, there's that one, that one with Danny Trejo. That's a good one. Yeah. That's my favorite one, I think. Yeah, I was good to you, Mikey. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Danny Trejo. All right.
Yeah.
Very
People
nice.
say that on my live streams all the time. I was good to you, Mikey.
and he was good, but Michael at that point he don't care. He don't care at that point.
No. Yeah.
But he was. Trejo's character was good to Mikey. So but that doesn't compare to Daryl's kill. Like if you're picking one kill, because we're doing a poll later on. I'm going to ask everybody just their favorite kill from that movie. That's your number one, young Michael, old Michael at all, or is it?
Yeah, that one. I feel like right under it would probably then go like the baseball bat. That was also fun because like when you see me just going like this, but you don't see him, I'm like hitting a yoga mat, so it got that like bounce back. You feel me?
Yeah.
Probably then one under that would be Hannah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, and this isn't saying that they're bad by any means. I love all the kills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then it would be the fork and then the slit. I don't know which one comes first. I don't know on my preference.
I got
maybe the fork, because that's just so freaking just damn. Also, fuck that bitch. Oh, you get a pretty baby. First of all, no Diddy, right? Okay. Okay, don't be calling my baby sister pretty. That's why I maybe killed her. Like, okay, creepo. Yeah. But just rude ass to say like, oh, you can't be related to this baby. Little does she know, flash forward a few years and Ellen Von Unworth hits me up to take photos. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's not pretty now?
There you go. There you go. Hell yeah. That's right. But like you said, I like those rankings. And yeah, that's the only reason when it comes to rankings, I always caution it because, something's always got to come in last. And it's not like it's bad. Right. It's just, we're just ranking. But I always agree. Like when people try to rank the movies and all, it's like and sometimes my rankings change anyway. Like depending on the mood I'm in. Sometimes, certain movies I like more some days because I'm more in that mood and I want to experience that vibe on this day sometimes. Mm-hmm. So, but like you said, all those kills, yours and Tyler's, in that movie, there's some really great ones in there.
For real.
Assbat says, I like the fork. It's creative. Yep. Let's see who else is in here. Brandon says,
I think it's funny that like Judy. Michael Myers is known for the steak knife. So then, he's like, well, I can't get a steak knife here. but I got a fork.
Yeah, and
Cutlery.
that's classic Michael. Like, oh, you think knife is my only, like, he's identified with the kitchen knife, but really, if you look throughout the movies, I mean, he's killed in a lot of different ways. It's he's identified by that one, but he doesn't usually stick with that. There's lots of others, and you get a lot of creative ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the Ronnie kill though, I guess you didn't get to do some of that because with the slit, they probably had to have a stunt person do that.
Well, no.
did
So,
they have
like, what happened? So, yeah, I mean, it's a fake knife, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And what's really cool too is just in my acting career, how I've got to experience at least 2 scenes kind of from Halloween flipped. So with William Forsythe's, right? He had a very fine pre-slit that you couldn't really see, right? Like for that take.
Mhm.
And then there's like a tube that runs under it, basically, that goes off camera. And there was somebody ready with a pump, like to pump blood and have it squirt the second I did that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Flash forward to American Horror Story, where I'm in it. I get my throat slit the exact set with the exact same prosthetics. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, is that movie still called Killer Therapy? They didn't change the name. Me and my mom were in a movie called Killer Therapy, and I get killed in the woods. I don't get bludgeoned to death, but like I got killed in the woods, and I was begging for my mom, and I really felt like, well, I wasn't begging for my mom while like in real life. You feel me? Like it was for the movie, the scene, yeah. But like I felt like it was like, okay, now I got killed in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
So like you said, two of those kills you kind of got to see from the other side. I was not aware of that. But yeah, that would be that would be a little bit surreal for you, I guess, having experienced it as the killer, but then on the other side as well.
Right.
I just missed one. Somebody commented that Michael in that movie kills both Judy and Machete. And Machete is in the Spy Kids too. He's their uncle. So I mean,
yeah.
that's
that 2007 Michael Myers hates the Spy Kids.
He hates the Spy Kids.
Yeah, he's like, you in my movie? No, not anymore.
Was Rob just like trying to mess with Robert Rodriguez or something at that time?
Who knows?
That was.
They're good friends, I guess.
Okay,
so then probably yeah, because honestly, if I was a big director and I had another big director homie, I would throw side jabs all the time.
Definitely. And we talked before last time a little bit about when you worked on Euphoria, and I know that was a cool experience for you. But you mentioned, and I wanted to see if maybe you could elaborate a little bit on it, when you met The Weeknd on the set of Euphoria, and he recognized
that
you.
Was crazy.
He came up. Can you tell us a little bit about how that interaction went?
Okay, so first day I'm there, we don't even end up filming anything. It was just straight rehearsal. And because the kid was on set, there's a certain amount of hours that after a certain point, if we need the kid, well, day's wrapped. All right, whatever. So we just did rehearsals that day. But so I get on like the sound stage, right, for my trailer. They call me up and it's like, okay. And then I see this guy. And he's got a couple like entourage looking dudes around him. You know what I'm saying? Not security necessarily, just entourage. You feel me?
Yeah.
But he's got the mask on. And like I don't really like watch The Weeknd stuff like that or anything. No hate. Like it's just I listen to Mac Dre. You feel me? And I'm like, I think that's The Weeknd. Right in my head, I'm like, I swear that's The Weeknd. I swear it is. Then the director is like, okay, everybody get off stage that doesn't need to be here. Right. So we just need the cameraman, the director, and the actors, basically. You feel me?
Yeah.
The Weeknd and his little entourage stayed. And I'm like, okay, that's got to be The Weeknd. I'm just posted there. And then, so I'm posted. And then I see The Weeknd whisper to one of his entourage dudes. Entourage dude walks up to me and then says, "Are you the dude from Halloween?" And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then like he looks back and goes like thumbs up to The Weeknd. And The Weeknd's like, what's up, dude? Like, that's cool. Then afterwards, after we're done doing the rehearsal and stuff, my phone was dead though. So I didn't get a picture with him. I'm sad about that because I had even asked him, I was like, are you going to be back here on Monday? And he's like, I might be, but he wasn't. Oh, well, but at least now when like, if and when I run into him, I know he knows who I am.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, that's status right there, and it makes me
For
like
real.
The Weeknd that much more too. That he knows his Michael Myers actors.
Yeah, for real.
I love that. I love that story. Let's see. Are you good if we take a few more?
Yeah, man, I'm chilling.
Let's see. Let me scroll back up here a little bit.
It's all clean. Tastes better.
So he's talking about the next Michael's next killing weapon should be a spork. Next time. That's good.
I feel like that would require like an eye gouge for that to like really work. Like, how else is a sport gonna work? Those don't come in metal. They do? You've seen a metal spork, Mom.
A serrated spoon.
Okay, so she's seen a serrated spoon.
That could do some
I've seen that
damage.
too, and I've wondered about that spoon. I don't know what's up with that spoon.
That
That's a weird
could,
looking
yeah,
spoon.
I think I know what you're talking about. Something like that could definitely do some damage. Michael would have a blast with that if he
Right?
he could get intricate with that.
He
Like
just-
I see eyes.
He
see
walks by a
eyes going out.
charcuterie board and he's like, "That's a fucking weapon."
I think so. This is a good one from Brandon. He's asking, did Rob let anyone improvise lines on set?
Oh, yeah. No, this is one of the reasons I love Rob as a director. He's my favorite type of director.
Yeah.
You have obviously all sorts of types of people, and like it's when it comes to directors and stuff, man, this guy works the way I would work as a director. Make sure your talent is fire. Make sure you're hiring bombs. You know what I'm saying? That way, before each scene, basically, yeah, we want to do it as close as we can, but y'all actors, y'all are actors. Do it. You know what's supposed to happen. Just do it. And then sometimes too, I think the whole crying scene, that was just improv as well. That then he was like, oh no, keep doing that. Let's do that more. Like, let's get more of that type thing. Because he was like, I want more footage of you and Malcolm together type.
Right. It's the one where you were commenting on his accent.
Oh, is that the one where he just pointed or like, wanted more footage? Oh, okay. I guess I'm confused. The one where that was just improv with Malcolm and I was where I was commenting on his accent. Like, why do you sound so funny?
Yeah. I like that. Just Michael, again, just being an inquisitive kid and asking questions that anybody at that age might ask. Now, how old, I'm sure I asked you the last time, but how old were you when you shot that? Because Michael's 10 in the film. How old were you in real life?
11.
11, okay.
Yeah.
You were 10 when you booked it, right?
I was 10 when I booked it.
10 when you booked it, and 11 when you shot it?
Yeah.
Very cool. Mike Johnston saying that scene, DAEG, where you are in lockup all by yourself, and the actor Danny Trejo says, all you need to do is live inside your head, Mikey. The look you gave him back was pure evil. Not really a question, but maybe do you remember shooting that scene and giving that pure evil look?
Yeah, I mean, once I figured out that look, I was like, okay, it's this look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't scared to be there. It was just a weird feeling in there, in the cell with all the masks, like by myself. Yeah. There was one time where I got scared though, and it was when I was inside the house and y'all see me from outside right before I kill William Forsythe, right? And I'm like checking to see if anyone's around or whatever. Yeah. I was by myself in that house. And like as a kid, I was afraid of the dark and being by myself kind of, you know what I'm saying? So like I was kind of scared for that scene.
So you were legit spooked in there just being in there by yourself in the dark.
Yeah.
See, guys, Michael Myers gets scared too sometimes. Mello has a good one. When is your rematch with Will Smith? Oh, and
whenever whenever Will is ready. I've been training.
He adds, but watch out for those hands. They more powerful. Ask Chris Rock. Let's see. What else do we got in here?
It's still on mine.
A lot of people talking about the forks and sporks still. Madam Sunflower 420 wants to know more about new projects we can be expecting musically, and I would add to that and acting wise because I heard you mention some TV work you're working on, I guess. So, all new projects. What can you tell us about musically and otherwise?
Okay, so what's set for music? We just dropped today the Stoner tape. On the 15th, I'm dropping like a double single. It's the single and like a side A and side B. So it's the same song, just a remix of it already before it even dropped. You feel me? So we got both vibes on that. Okay. And then later this month, I have that 645 AR song, Chain Hang Low. This summer, I might be dropping the Turn Red remix. And then I'm always going to be dropping music because I'm always working on it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely stay tuned on my Instagram, Great DAEG Official, for that one. And then movie-wise, there's a couple things that we got going on. Some trailers, short film, more meant to gain funding than to become a major motion type thing. Yep. So those are in the works. The wheels are rolling on those. One of those is My Mom and I's, and another one I'm just an actor in it. But yeah, everything's going, and I'm doing a bunch more auditions now recently too. So hopefully something gives. It was tough last year with the strike. You know what I'm saying? So feel like that's how it all. My career's been silly. Like I worked hard. Once I realized I wanted to be an actor, like with little church plays and stuff like that. Worked hard. Got Halloween, Hancock, and Pushing Daisies. And then, I took an unintentional break because I was a teenager. And then I caught another like slight wave of like independence. We had Ditch Party, Josie, and I think something else maybe. And then like it kind of went like blank for a bit. I forget why. Maybe that was because of Corona. And then I got the 4 TV shows, the Euphoria, American Horror Story, NCIS, The Rookie, all within like a year and change of filming. You know what I'm saying? And then like the strike happened. So it's just like, every time I get that ball rolling, but it's okay. Cause now like, well, one, I'm used to that. So like whatever, brush it off my shoulders. But two, once that thing finally starts like, you feel me? Not stopping really the momentum. Yeah. We out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like it has been some ups and downs, starts and stops, and like you said, just as things were getting rolling at one time, then the pandemic shuts everything down for like 2 years basically, and then last year for most of the year it seemed like I don't know how long it was in reality. It seemed like it was forever with those strikes.
For real.
And everything had just stopped. And it was just a weird time too because we couldn't even do interviews. I mean, some people could, and I think it was, but a lot of people were sketchy. I think they could do them. They were just sketchy to do them and didn't want to, piss anybody off. And
there was even, even though I wasn't really doing conventions during the strike.
Yeah,
I had heard that there was talks about like you couldn't even sign stuff. You couldn't bring stuff from a movie that you were in to sign because we were on strike. But if someone brought it, you could sign it. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's just unbelievable that it would come to that. But thankfully, it seems like things are getting back to normal now, and a lot of projects going on. And it's great to hear that you do have some stuff that we'll look forward to learning more about when the time's right. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have you back on. You can come back on and talk more about them when the time's right. You can.
Hell yeah.
Tim Leo, one of our regular viewers, is asking if he sent you his mask, could you sign it for him?
You would have to catch me at a convention. So the way I do signatures right now is you either catch me at a convention or a concert or something, right? Catch me in person. I can sign it. You know, you could buy the signature, or if it's like at a concert real quick, I don't know, you know. But if that's not the case, the way to get a signature from me, you just hit me up in the DMs on Instagram. That's where I'll do the DMs and stuff, you know, for business and stuff like that. I've got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. It's kind of cool because you could choose any picture off Google Images. I recommend HD. Most people choose Halloween stuff, but there's so many pictures of me on Google Images that are HD, you know, they can choose any of them. I'll then sign it, personalize it, and send it back to them. Some people have gotten these and then put them on t-shirts, banners, cups, the list goes on. So it's kind of a cool vibe. It also lets me, like, you know, there's goods and bads to both things, right? Like, you get to meet me in person with this, but with this, you know, if I don't like my signature when I do it electronically, I can just push back and do it again. Rather than you see me in person, I sign it, I signed it.
It is
It's
what
signed.
it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, you know.
Nice. So there you go, everybody. And it's Instagram. You said that's the best place for everybody to find you. That's
I
your
got a TikTok too.
main.
But yeah, Instagram is where I'll respond to people who are like inquiring about, like, you know, getting signatures. I do video chat meet and greets too, because I don't do as many conventions. And, you know, it's another one of those, like, this is cool, but this is cool too, because I'll run them for 20 minutes, give or take. You don't get a meet and greet at a convention for 20 minutes where you don't have a bunch of people around you.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah.
Yeah, there's no
way.
way.
I try to like work with my people, you feel me, that work with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure the fans appreciate it that have done that and that are hearing that now. So there you go, guys. Hit him up on, and it's Great DAEG Official, right?
Great DAEG Official on Instagram, yeah. And then just Great DAEG on TikTok.
There we go. Let's see. I saw another one. Yes. Denise asks what your ideal project you'd like to manifest into the near future would be.
Well, my mom and I's feature film, of course.
Okay.
But also I want to make some comedies.
Yeah.
I'd love to make some fucking comedies. Like, that's epic. Comedy's awesome. Like, laughter is medicine. Good vibes are like healthy as fuck. You feel me? So yeah, comedies. I would love to, like, even if like somebody was like, I said this just like 2 days ago, I think, because someone was asking me something kind of along the same lines, and I was like, if somebody held a gun up to my head and said, you can only act in one genre for the rest of your life, so basically be like stereotyped to this genre, what would it be? Comedy. Hands down, comedy. Yeah. I could even make a funny Halloween movie. Like, if Epic Movie decided to make some shit like that, like, that'd be funny. That'd be epic.
Well, and I was going to say that yeah, I mean, a comedy, you could still dabble in other genres as long as it's funny. You know, I mean, it could be a horror comedy or an action comedy, a rom-com. I mean, they're all comedies, but you can still dabble in stuff. And yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Speaking of comedy, I totally forgot of something for everybody to look forward to. Yeah. Very soon, I am part of a very small group now, that will be dropping music. And the closest thing I could tell you to think, vibe-wise, is Lonely Island.
Okay.
Dogs Next Door. Me and Mellows.
Okay.
We make our own music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll collab on beats. I'll make songs, feature, whatever, right? But Dogs Next Door, it's very pop. We have like an R&B song, a more hip-hop song, 2 more hip-hop songs, but they're all very like pop and like a bit older of a vibe and funny. So Dogs Next Door, I think might be gearing up to drop the first single in May.
Okay.
Called Deep.
Nice. So that's
right?
the name of the group, Dogs Next Door.
Yeah, we're calling ourselves Dogs Next Door. Taking a very cookie cutter name and just giving it a little twist.
I like it.
Yeah. I really wanted Boys Next Door, but there's already a K-pop artist that goes by Boy Next Door.
Dogs Next Door, I mean, that's got a little more edge to it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, Boys Next Door, that might have sounded a little more like a boy band, but when I hear Dogs Next Door...
Band, we're a boy band, like I said.
Okay, well then
Lonely Island. Lonely Island, it's all pop.
That's true,
it's all pop.
That's right. And hilarious.
Yeah, right?
All right. I'm going to look for that. For
Hell
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denise says she could easily see you in a comedy. Yeah, I mean, having talked to you a little bit and getting to know your personality, I could see that for sure.
Right? I probably wouldn't even really need to act. Just hire me as DAEG. The fuck?
And it'd be hilarious if it was, well, for me anyway, if it was like a parody of some kind of slasher type thing where they, kind of referenced, and just something for us fans, kind of Easter egg or something,
Nah, here, if somebody wants the idea, take it. You just got to hire me.
There we go.
Hire me and Tyler Main. Here's the vibe. It's the same vibe. First half me, second half him. I'm a young adult. I'm trying to do young adult things, but I'm Michael Myers. So I end up killing everybody. Try to hook up with some girls, kill them. Try to hang out with some dudes, kill them. Try to rap, maybe kill some same thing. And then flash forward, senior Michael Myers. My bro is going like, you feel me? Walking dumb slow, obviously old, but
like
still,
age him up and yeah.
But still, he walks, you run. He gonna get you. It don't matter. You turn that corner, and he's right there.
I love it. Yeah, that could work. I could kind of see that, and yeah, even if you didn't, if it wasn't officially Michael Myers, you could kind of, if it was you guys and it was a killer, a slasher. I mean, it would kind of get the point across that what we're seeing, like they, I could kind of see how it could work. That would be
maybe
funny.
I should holler at Tyler.
I was gonna say, get Tyler on board. I think, and for us fans, I mean, we would get it. We would get the inside joke for sure. But that could be.
Hey, I gotta wrap it up here shortly.
Yeah. That's all good, man. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you hanging out as long as you have. Like I said, this has been
man.
So special for us and just so cool. And hopefully we'll do it again. We've been doing this. We started last month, just starting to bring some guests on here. I've been wanting to do it for the longest time, and so I was like, let's just start bringing some of our friends, some people.
Next one, you should try to, or next one that we do, you should try to have it collabed with Tyler Main as well.
There we go. Yeah,
and see if all three of us can chop it up.
Yeah. I'll
that would be a sick stream.
Yeah. I'll reach out to him. That would be good. And I want to do that. I want to start having multiple guests too. And do like our own digital panels here sometimes.
Right. Get like a couple like people from an A cast together type of thing.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Mike could get Scout on here at some point too or something.
Right.
I'd love to get Hannah on here at some point, I mean, but yeah, the possibilities are endless. So yeah, we'll do it again for sure. And I can't thank you enough for hanging out with us this evening. I know everybody in live chat has been just eating it up and loving this. And I'm sorry to anybody whose questions we didn't get to, but the door's open. We're gonna have DAEG back at some point. We'll get to more questions then.
Definitely.
But yeah, you've been.
And y'all can always hit me up on the Instagram, Great DAEG Official. Stream my music, Great DAEG. That's one word. Don't put a space in between it. You might not find it, but it's everywhere besides SoundCloud. So Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever. But yeah, Great DAEG Official is the one with the blue check, because there's a lot of posers of me on Instagram. That's crazy. So the one with the blue check is me.
Well, that's when you know you're big, and somebody when there's a bunch of posers, fake
Right.
accounts of you, and YouTube too. Your YouTube channel as well, right here.
Yep.
On
Great DAEG. Yep. Hell yeah.
Yep. Well, keep it up, man. I'm gonna be listening to more of the Stoner tape this month, I think. And but I do
That's
like when I need to get up and get going. That's good chill music for sure. Good
For
420 style
real.
music.
I love my favorite
But
one on that is the Blame It on the Mary Jane.
yes, yeah, I
Hell
like
yeah.
that one too. I like that one a lot
Right.
too. But like I said, I do like for a different vibe the This Is War.
Hell
That
yeah,
track.
right? Good
That's
vibe.
a good like get pumped up track when
Right.
you want to
Good road
get up and
rage
go.
track.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly.
Hell yeah, man.
Exactly. All right.
All right.
Well,
Hey, I
thanks so much,
appreciate y'all.
man. I
Hell yeah.
appreciate you. We'll talk again soon. And as always, happy Halloween, man.
Hell yeah. Likewise. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Woo!
Yes. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you too.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
everybody, give it up for
Whoa,
Dave.
whoa. Much love, y'all. Do I just push leave and that won't
Thanks so
I'll
much.
be good?
Yes. Yep. You're all good.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool beans. Rock and roll, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
All right, there we go, everybody. Let's give it up right now for Great DAEG, aka DAEG FAERCH, tonight's guest. How awesome was that, guys? I mean, what a fun time this has been already this evening. I mean, good questions, guys. Some of you had some good ones this week. I like it. And yes, I was proud of myself. I was able to get out the way a little bit quicker than I did with some of our previous guests. Again, if you want to see my full interview, one-on-one pre-recorded interview with DAEG from last year, you can find it in our interviews playlist. And I think I did put it in the description of this video before we started. If I didn't, if I neglected to, then I'll add it once I get done here. But I am gonna do poll results here in just a second, and we did launch this week's poll during our chat with DAEG, and you might have heard it's asking your favorite kill of Halloween 07. So we're gonna go over that in just a minute, and of course we're gonna do a few shout outs before I get out of here. But thanks for your questions and your participation, and thank you to any new blood watching tonight. Of course, the regular Triple M crew, I see all you guys in here, but I know with this early time frame, we've got some new blood in here watching and hanging out possibly for the first time this evening. So I want to extend a special hello and welcome to you guys, and of course, happy Michael Myers Monday. We do this every week, pretty much every week. We weren't live last week, but I did have something special for you guys last week on Monday. I hope you checked out my exclusive one-on-one interview with Tom Jones Jr. We dropped that at the usual 10:31 p.m. Eastern Triple M Live time last week, and that was a great conversation. Tom, obviously, he's got so many stories. He's been in the industry for over 40 years and worked behind the scenes on the construction, building sets for like I said, over 4 decades before he portrayed the iconic role of Dr. Loomis in Halloween Kills, for which he also built the sets, including that movie's recreation of 78 Haddonfield in the Myers house and all that good stuff. So I say all that to remind you, if you've not yet watched my exclusive interview with Tom Jones Jr. and you liked what you saw here tonight with DAEG, you definitely want to check that one out. We talk all about his work on Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and other cool movies like the 1986 heavy metal Halloween horror classic Trick or Treat. That was his first film working as construction foreman, and his first film as construction coordinator was on James Cameron's The Abyss. Lots of other stuff we get into on that one, so check that out. All these interviews that I'm mentioning can be found in the interviews playlist here on our channel. There's like over 100 interviews there now. You can also find them anytime on our main website in the interviews section of HalloweenDailyNews.com. And I think I mentioned it at the top, but if you missed it, you're definitely going to want to look for my upcoming exclusive interview. Actually, I don't think I mentioned it yet. So this is some breaking news for you guys. Not Michael Myers related. I'm going to step outside the franchise for a second, but I'm very excited to reveal to you guys first, the Triple M crew. You know, I like to give you something exclusive about an upcoming interview that I recorded earlier today, this afternoon, that I'm very excited to share. I had an amazing conversation with Mr. David Dastmalchian, the star of the current must-see Halloween horror movie, Late Night with the Devil. You've heard me talk about this movie quite a bit over the last year. I've published my review. Just last week, we published an interview with Ingrid Torelli, who plays Lily in that film, and I hope you'll check that interview out. It's a spoiler-free interview if you haven't seen Late Night yet. If you have seen it, you definitely want to check these interviews out. And talking to David earlier today was just a big deal for me because I've been a big fan of his for many years and love so many of his projects and his work. So I hope you'll check that out. That's going to be coming for members. It's going to premiere for early access for members on Wednesday, and then for everybody else, it's going to be dropping this Friday. You're going to want to check that one out. It's a good one. I've got another interview scheduled for tomorrow regarding two cast members that I'm not going to name right here because it hadn't happened yet, but two cast members from an upcoming movie that's about to be released this weekend. And that interview is scheduled to drop the following day on Wednesday. So a lot of cool stuff coming your way. And as far as interviews within the franchise, who's next here on Triple M Live? Who's next on an exclusive one-on-one interview here on the HDN channel? Well, I can't say just yet, but keep watching. There will be some exciting announcements regarding that coming soon. For now, though, I am planning on being live next Monday, and it might just be me. I might not have a guest. I said we're not going to have a guest every single week, but whenever it works out, I'm having a great time with this, and it seems like you guys are. So I'm gonna be reaching out to some other people. I have been reaching out to some people, and I'm talking to a few people who are interested in coming on here. Both people that have worked on the movies, and we're gonna do a couple other weeks where it's gonna be, I guess for lack of a better term, fan spotlights here. Similar to what we did with Dominic Cousineau-Benoit, the director of Halloween Stalks and Halloween Stalks 2, 2 weeks ago, where we had him on and we talked about fan films, and he kind of represented the fan film segment of fandom here. I can tell you that we're going to be having some other people on representing similar but different aspects of this fandom, and do some conversations like that once in a while too. So a lot of cool stuff coming. One that I'm especially proud of is somebody involved in this franchise. Again, I can't announce it quite yet, but you're gonna dig it. It's somebody that hasn't done a ton of interviews for this franchise. It's somebody that I've never interviewed before, so it'll be our first real conversation. And it's somebody that has done a lot of really cool things, beloved within the Michael Myers franchise, and some other things that are really cool and also beloved outside of the franchise as well. So I'll let you chew on that a little bit. So you can look for all that exciting stuff coming your way right here on the HDN YouTube channel. Also, I hope you checked it out already, but look what arrived since our last gathering. I hope you guys watched my unboxing video already. If you haven't, I can pull it up for you if you really want to see it tonight. But this beauty is the Halloween Illustrated reissue of the official novelization. And this copy, I'm just so happy and honored that Printed in Blood sent us this complimentary copy. Of course, this is the original novelization by Curtis Richards, aka Richard Curtis, and it's reprinted in its entirety. It's been out of print since 1979, and it's got all new illustrations by artist Orlando Iracina. On Instagram, he is Mexifunk. And I haven't completed reading it. I've barely gotten into reading it, but I will tell you, just thumbing through and looking at some of the artwork here, it's unbelievable. Um, it's just stunning, you know, stuff like that you see throughout here. But just reading the prologue to the novel, because again, while this artwork is so amazing and such a great keepsake, I mean, so much just weird stuff like that that's just crazy and cool. Um, for me, I've never read the original novel, and I've always heard about it, and that there's some cool, interesting stuff that fills in stuff that's not in the movie, obviously, as novelizations often do. And so, yeah, just reading the prologue, the 3-page prologue or whatever it is, I'm already like blown away and totally into this because it's all about Samhain and the history of Halloween, and it's pretty fascinating too that there's in the beginning of this book in that prologue, they're speaking the way the writing is. It's almost harkens to Cochrane's speech about you don't really know what Halloween's all about, do you? When he's talking to Tom Atkins before he says Happy Halloween and walks away with him watching the original Halloween on TV. And he's talking about Samhain and the festival of Samhain. It could almost have been pulled from this prologue, in my opinion. But I am loving this so far. Again, check out my unboxing video if you haven't already. It gives you a good preview of what's inside, just a brief preview as far as the artwork. But this thing is awesome. Let me know if you own it yet. So yeah, Tom Jones Jr. interview dropped last week. That dropped last week as well. I am going to do poll results from our most recent poll, which was asking you what network you think the new Halloween TV series is most likely to air on. And I'm also going to, after we do that, do some shout outs for this evening. And like I said, this week's poll has already launched. If you're here in the live chat, feel free to chime in. But we got DAEG's favorite kills from Halloween 07 remake. So I'm asking you guys what your favorite kill from the 07 remake is. It could be one of DAEG's. It could be one of Tyler's. There's a lot of good ones in that movie. A lot of really good ones. And as I said, DAEG, and as he said, there's not really a bad one in there. But, that's how these rankings look. Let's see. Yes, Jose, the Halloween TV series. Yes, absolutely. The Halloween TV series is in development right now with Trancas and Miramax. Well, we're going to go over that in just a minute. First, though, let me remind you that we do have merch, including the official Triple M Crew t-shirt. You can find the merch link to our spring store right now in the description of this video. All right, guys, give me 60 seconds and I will be right back here with you with poll results and Michael Myers Monday shout outs and maybe even one or two brief news bites before I get out of here for this evening. So stick around. Hey, everybody. Hey everybody, I want to remind you that we have official merch. That's right. Now available in the HDN Spring Store. You can show your love for Halloween every day, all year round with official Halloween Daily News t-shirts. Many different designs are available. many different styles, colors, all sizes, including the original HDN Classic, our special Triple M crew design for the Michael Myers Monday regulars out there, and our brand new What Would John Carpenter Do design. All of these are available, like I said, multiple sizes, colors, and styles on t-shirts. And that's not all. We've got other merch available like mugs and stickers and lots of other cool stuff. Check it out now at the merch link in the description of this video. All right. We are back. We are live. Huge thanks again to our buddy DAEG. What a fun time. Always fun talking to him. He's got a great personality. He told us some great stories tonight. I loved hearing all of them. I hope you did too. Mike Johnston, I appreciate your comment. Mike says, we all appreciate you killing it lately with these live interviews. Seriously, appreciate it, bro. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys joining us and hanging out and showing your appreciation for it. Obviously, I have fun talking to all of these folks, and you know, it's obvious that I enjoy it. But yeah, I've wanted to do some live conversations here, and so to be able to do that now from time to time. Again, it's not, I can't say it's going to be every single week we're going to have a guest, but I've got some cool ones that are interested in coming on, and there'll be others too. And like we were talking about, I would love to have multiple guests on from time to time, do some panel discussions and stuff like that, I think. The October says favorite kill from Rob Zombie Halloween 1 is DAEG beating the bully in the woods. Yep, that's DAEG's favorite too. Brandon says maybe the bat kill. Nice. All right. Before we get too far more into favorite kills, let's wrap up our previous poll, which was from 2 weeks ago, when I asked, what network or streaming platform do you think the upcoming Halloween TV series will air on? And I gave options such as Netflix, in which case it would be a streaming only series. There's Max, in which case it would be a streaming only series from Warner Brothers. Prime Video, streaming only. It could go to NBC, in which case it would air as a weekly broadcast show followed by streaming on Peacock, or maybe an FX network show where it would again air as a weekly episode followed by streaming on Hulu, if that were to be the case. And we'll go over to the results now, and you can see it was pretty tight for the most part, but the winner of this poll with 36% of the votes, you guys think it's most likely to go to NBC, in which case it would broadcast on the network once a week, followed by streaming on Peacock. And I'm guessing most of you are guessing that based on the fact that NBC and Peacock are owned by Universal, and that's who released the last 3 films, as well as H2 and H3 back in the day. To which case, that's a great point and very possible if Universal remains the distributor of this TV series. But we don't know that yet at this point. Miramax could take it somewhere else, hypothetically. At second, not too far down, is Max with 25%. At a close third after that is Netflix with 23%. Then it drops down to 10% voting for FX. And in last place, not many of you, just 7% of you think it might go to Prime Video as a streaming service there. I don't know. I mean, personally, I think Max, you know, the HBO brand, they should still call it HBO in my opinion. HBO was always a label a standard of excellence with their shows. You know, going back to like I never even was like I didn't watch The Sopranos during its original run, but you know, it's just been a huge network and a quality network over the years, whether it's Game of Thrones or True Blood or just tons of shows that win a lot of awards, get a lot of respect, and they pour a ton of money into. Warner Brothers does. And when they go R, they go hard R. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Euphoria, Game of Thrones, that type of stuff. So personally, I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, I don't know where it's going to go. And this isn't based on any logical reason why it would go here, other than just my own, hope, preference. Personally, would probably be Max, because, like I said, when they go R, they go hard R on that streaming service and on HBO, and yeah, I would. I guess I could have said it would air on HBO once a week. There, I said it was streaming only. I guess really though, I'm mistaken, because if it was going to go to Max streaming, it would most likely premiere, one episode per week on HBO and drop on Max simultaneously, the way they do their shows right now. So that'd be my pick anyway. For this week's poll question, as we asked DAEG, and as you guys are already commenting on in the live chat this week, we want to know, what is your favorite kill from Rob Zombie's 07 Halloween remake? And as always, I'm only permitted to list 5 options. That's all YouTube allows, but of course there's a lot more than 5 kills in that movie, and there's a lot of good ones. So if these 5 don't include your pick, write it in the comments. And of course, I had to put some of DAEG's best, but I couldn't put it all DAEG. I guess I could have, but I wanted to open it up just favorite kill period, because we have been doing some of these favorite kill rankings here in recent weeks that correspond with the guests we've had. So out the gate, after almost an hour since it launched, taking the early lead is that opening kill, the school bully, the Spy Kid, Daryl Savara, who, yes, played Junie in Spy Kids, getting it in the woods. Michael's first kill in this reimagining with 63%. That's followed currently by Linda, played in this version by our friend Christina Cleve. And then currently in third place is the Ronnie kill. I kind of wish I'd put the baseball bat in there now, or maybe even the nurse, because we talked so much about those tonight. I mean, the Ronnie kill is great because he really has it coming too, I always feel like. But and Judith is, of course, another option. And how about Big Joe Grizzly, played by Ken Foree, right? How about that? What do you guys think in the live chat? What's up, Patrick Ring? Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. Thanks for joining us. Mike Johnson says sci-fi would be dope. Well, again, if they went NBC and Peacock, I mean, it could hypothetically be Sci-Fi USA and Peacock as well. That's what they're doing with Chucky. I just think with Michael, it's going to be whatever studio or network or streamer or whatever it is that has this show. I hope it's going to be a prestige show for them. In other words, like, if it is Universal, I hope that they're going to put it on their main network, which is NBC. On the other hand, Chucky gets away with a lot of R-rated stuff airing on USA and Sci-Fi and streaming on Peacock that I don't know that it would get away with on NBC. But then again, NBC also had the Hannibal show years ago, which was very R-rated at times. So again, times are changing. They could probably get away with a lot of other stuff. Rob Windsor, what's up, man? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Brandon asked, what if Shudder gets the series? I mean, anything's possible, I guess. Anything could happen. Again, I think just based on what Malik Akkad said at age 45, they always want to keep Michael at that top echelon, kind of where it been in the last 3 films, I would think they want the biggest distribution possible. And as awesome as Shudder is, I don't know that they have the numbers to support this series. How the producers are going to be wanting it to be supported, but we'll see. I'll tell you what, that'd be a good way for Shudder to get the numbers to play with the big boys real quick, is if they're the exclusive streamer. And that's the other thing, is the series going to drop. If it goes to Netflix, most likely it would be all episodes at once, which I'm hoping they don't do that. Just because, as an old person, back in my day, you didn't have streaming. You didn't have 10 episodes at once. But there is something to be said about having to, wait a week and let the hype build, and also let your thoughts on the previous week's episode kind of marinate a little bit. There's something to be said for that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Jose, that's what I'm saying. Chucky's a pretty good show. Jose's favorite kill is when he kills Lori's family and he finally starts getting more anger out. Yeah, in those kills. You can also hear him grunt. Yeah, you can hear him grunt a lot in that one for sure. All right, we do have a couple shout outs to get to in just a second. Also, it's kind of fitting today, just a quick little news bite, but kind of fitting that today is the birthday on the day that Michael Myers Monday that we are having DAEG on. DAEG, of course, played his version of a young Michael Myers, age 10, in the 07 remake. And kind of fitting that we have him on today because April 8th is actually the birthday of the original young Michael Myers in the 1978 classic Halloween, who played Michael Myers at age 6. I'm talking about Will Sandin. Will Sandin. And today is his birthday. He is 55 today. So shout out and happy birthday to Mr. Will Sandin. And another Haddonfield alum, Katie Sackhoff, also celebrating her birthday today. She's 44 today. Katie, of course, was in Halloween Resurrection, and she's gone on to do a few notable things you might have heard of. I don't know, stuff like The Mandalorian and Battlestar Galactica and just a few notable things like that. But shout out to them and happy birthday to them. And here's to Katie and Will today. And now that brings us to shout outs. Oh, one other thing. We might be getting some more new Carpenter music tomorrow, possibly, maybe at midnight tonight, possibly. I say this only because, well, for one, the new album, Lost Themes 4, is due to be released very soon, this month. Also, so with it being released this month, and with My Name is Death released a few weeks ago, I would think if they're going to release another track ahead of the album's release, it might be, it might be this week, it might be now. Tuesday's usually the day we get new music. Although that first track was released on a Wednesday, so you never know. But the other reason, the main reason I'm thinking we might be getting something, so Fright Rags did actually pull up, not pull up, I'm trying to pull up Fright Rags right now. They did post that they are dropping some new Carpenter merch tomorrow, and it is specifically another collab with Carpenter and Sacred Bones Records. And that's dropping tomorrow, Tuesday, April 9th at 10 a.m. Eastern. That makes me excited because the last time we got that new track from Carpenter a few weeks ago called My Name is Death, Fright Rags had a similar drop the same day. So definitely piqued my interest, and I do think it's very likely we get the second single from Lost Themes 4 released this week, because the album is due to be released. What day is the album releasing? Is it next week? Let me see if I can find that answer real quick. You guys already know. I think it's next week it's releasing. So I don't know. Maybe we don't get another single and they just drop the whole album next week. Okay, no, we've got a couple weeks. It's like still a month away. It's going to be released on May 3rd. Okay, I thought it was this month, but May 3rd, it's almost this month. So that tells me, again, the fact that it was exactly a month ago, first week of March, that we got the first track. Here we are the first week of April, and we're 1 month away from the May 3rd release of Lost Themes 4. I think it's very safe to say, and I'm very confident in predicting, that we're about to get new Carpenter music. Another new track from John Carpenter released on Tuesday. So we got that to look forward to. All right, with that now, let's jump into some shout-outs, shall we? Triple M shout-outs from all the different socials throughout the internet, starting with the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, aka X. This is from Evil Mr. Jingles. Hashtag Michael Myers Monday. This is some original artwork by Mr. Jingles, apparently. Michael looking pretty badass right there. Let's jump over to Instagram. This one very fitting considering our guest today, which is partly why I picked it. Also because they had this post up bright and early. I think it was technically last night when I saw this post, but damn if they don't have the right mask and the right shirt and knife for that matter for today's conversation. This is posted by Har Allen Deadbody 13 on Instagram. Another one this week from Instagram. This is posted by Mystic. What is that? Mystic Carnage Myers. Sorry. Posted by Mystic Carnage Myers. And they're quoting Kills. It's at Dennis's mask. And I love that because I interviewed Dennis, the young man, J. Gavin Wild, that played Dennis. Also, recently had Douglas Tate on here, who did some scenes with James Jude Courtney actually holding the Dennis mask. Actually, even at this moment, that's Doug's picture right there. And he's holding Dennis's skull silver shamrock mask. One of the coolest moments in Kills. Check out my interview with J. Gavin Wild, who played Dennis, if you haven't already. He also plays young Danny McBride in The Righteous Gemstones. And check out all of my interviews with Douglas Tate. There's been 3 total. The most recent was just a few weeks ago right here on Triple M Live. All right, one more this week from Instagram. This one is shared by Carrie's Corner, who says, whether you feel comfortable within your mask or not, embrace the beautiful, weird side of you. That's what shapes us into being our unique, imperfect, special selves. Just a reminder to be you, a classic, limited edition. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Well, hell yes, I agree with all those words. And if you can't tell, what Carrie's doing here is celebrating, kind of paying homage to a classic Nick Castle photo from the set of 78. So here's Carrie's version, and there's Nick's original version. There's Carrie, there's Nick. And she does it again with this one. This is Carrie's version, and this is Nick's version. Pretty good recreation. Great job, Carrie, and happy Michael Myers Monday to you. We got one from Threads this week. This is posted by Hallow Michael 1031, who says, "Happy Michael Myers Monday, Eclipse Edition. If I achieve my final Boogeyman form, it will only last 4 minutes." That's Eclipse humor for you guys, if you don't get it. There was an eclipse today. So happy Eclipse Day, too. Michael Myers Monday Eclipse Day. I guess we should have done a little more about the blackest sun. The blackest day. This is just a really funny TikTok that I thought was pretty funny. I've got the sound turned off, I think. But in any case, you get the idea. She is getting her brand new DVD, Myers House DVD holder, display case. So there we go. You guys know what to do. Every Monday, use that hashtag. Tag us on all the different socials. Whatever social you're on, you know we are there as well. Of course we are. We're on all the socials. And again, if you liked what you saw here tonight, if you're new blood, well, you want to subscribe, you want to turn on notifications, you want to plan on being here every Monday for our live streams. And we do live streams other times too. We have lots of cool stuff, lots of fun interviews, and we're always talking Halloween with Michael Myers people and otherwise. Just general Halloween people. So if you liked what you saw here, if you had fun hanging out with us, come on back and do it some more. We'd love to have you think about becoming a channel member. It's just $5 a month, and it goes a long way in supporting the channel and helping out what we do here. And no matter what, subscribe. If you're watching this on a replay, well, then drop us a comment down below. Just drop a little pumpkin emoji or something, even if you got nothing to say. That helps out with the YouTube algorithms and all that stuff as well. Like I said, I don't have a guest to announce at the moment for next week. That could change in the next few days. Keep watching. But as of right now, the plan is to go live next Monday. And it might just be me here. But in any case, we're going to have plenty of stuff to talk about regarding the novelization. Sue wants to come on here. She's just hit level 200 today on the mobile game. Are you guys playing Halloween, A Match Made in Terror? The mobile game. I've been slacking on it. I played a little bit with Sue. She's kind of addicted to it, but man, she's kicking ass. Like I said, today, fittingly on Michael Myers Monday, she hit level 200. So we're going to have her come on here at some point, possibly this coming week, and give her review of the first 200 levels of A Match Made in Terror, because I'm nowhere near that far along, but she is, and she's got some thoughts. She's got some notes to share. So you can look forward to that coming soon right here as well. And if you're playing that game, let me know what level you're on. Are you like me, somewhere maybe in the teens? or are you like Sue? Are you up there in the hundreds, triple digits? Let me hear from you. Did I cover everything? This is so weird. This is like the time when we're normally just getting going, and this week I'm wrapping up. It's so different, but as I said before in previous streams, we will do this from time to time, especially if a guest we're having on, if it's more convenient for them to do it earlier. And I've been toying with the idea of doing some earlier triple M's sometimes. We started at 10:31 p.m. Eastern originally, really just because it looked cool and it sounded cool to me, and not really thinking that, we could probably get a bigger audience earlier in the day and stuff like that. Of course, now, 4 years later, it's kind of tradition. It's like we're a late night show. We're not a prime time show, and I kind of like that we're a late night show, and at least here on the East Coast. But I mean, there's people overseas and in other countries that want to watch and participate, and it's not convenient for them at this time. So there's going to be some times where we're going to change it up and do some early start times from time to time. And maybe it'll be, again, because of a guest, because they got some plans or something, or maybe it's, just an experiment that we're running that week. I don't know. But that's one reason why you want to turn on those notifications and pay attention to what we're doing here. And I will be posting updates whenever anything like that is scheduled in the community tab. And again, members get access to our exclusive pre-recorded interviews and most of our pre-recorded content, other than breaking news. All of our pre-recorded features here, like interviews, members always get early access to that. And there's exclusive material available now for members, including trailer reactions and stuff like that. If you want to see me watch a trailer for the very first time, stuff like that. There's a few of those things on there as well. Speaking of trailers, I dug that Maxine trailer today. I thought it was good. What's up, Teen Wolf? What's up, everybody? Darth Guyver just subscribed. You like our interviews? Thank you, Darth. Excellent. Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you. Welcome to HDN. I'm glad you're enjoying the interviews. If you're liking what you're seeing, there's lots more coming. We're all in on the interviews right now. I'm having a blast with them. We're getting some really cool opportunities, some really cool invitations, as far as like junket interviews, and then just some other interviews that I've been working on over time. There's a few people that I'm talking to right now, including some people involved in this franchise specifically, that that we're going to be doing interviews with very soon, and you guys are going to love them when you find out who. I don't like to jinx it and say who it is before it happens. Even if it's scheduled, I still, like, I've got one scheduled tomorrow, not with this franchise, but in any case, Tom Jones Jr. is up. If you didn't check that one out last week, that is a great chat. And man, he's got some stories, and it was awesome. All of last week's Triple M Live interviews are up, and they'll stay up as well. If you haven't checked them out already, do that. And again, just this over the weekend, an interview with Ingrid Torelli, who plays Lily in Late Night with the Devil, which you guys are going to love this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, you've got Shudder. You're going to be able to watch it next weekend, April 19th. Premieres on Shudder. Everybody watch it. Tell me what you think when you see it. But I highly recommend it. I love it. I've actually seen it 3 times now, including last night. Ingrid's awesome in it. Lily's an awesome character. Also, over this weekend, I published an interview with Tara Lee. She is the star of the new Meta VR horror series. It's called The Faceless Lady, and it's produced by Eli Roth. I've seen the first 2 episodes. Even though I don't have virtual reality, I was able to watch it on my computer without having the headset and all that. I wish Meta would send me one so I could review their stuff properly, but no. But it's a cool show. It's a cool show, and Tara's really cool. We talked to her about growing up in Ireland and Halloween in Ireland and the real life folklore that inspired the show, and of course about Halloween itself. And she says they were filming during Halloween, including on Halloween night in a haunted Irish castle, and there was all kinds of creepy stuff going on. She's really cool and really fun to talk to. I hope you'll check out that interview if you haven't already. Like I said, I got another surprise interview coming up this Wednesday that I can't say who right now, but the next one that I can definitely tell you about, remind you about, and I'm very excited to share with you coming this Friday for all of you, Wednesday for members, is my exclusive interview with David Desmalchin. I've been a fan of his since, going back to seeing him in The Dark Knight, and I love him in the movie Sushi Girl, if you've seen that. Over the years, he's been in so many things. Most recently, stuff like Dune, The Boogeyman, The Suicide Squad. He did voice acting in the animated Batman, The Long Halloween. Oh, and his most recent project prior to Late Night with the Devil, a little flick you might have heard something about. It's called, I think, Oppenheimer. yeah, he's in that one too. Got a pretty significant role in that one too. But yeah, he is awesome. He is one of us. He loves Halloween itself. He loves horror, and he's phenomenal as Jack Delroy in this movie. I can't say enough about it. But look for that coming this week. Yeah, lots more coming your way right here on the HDN YouTube channel. We are covering this TV series. Like I said, any day now, there could be more news breaking. I don't think we're going to have to wait very long to find out the answer to that question. We're talking about like what network. I do believe that like the next thing we're going to hear about though is going to be the creative team behind the scenes, writers, directors, a showrunner, that type. An overall production crew. I think that'll probably be the next thing, and maybe at the same time the network too. But I think when it goes to the network, they're going to need all of that in place already um, to get that top tier placement on any network at any studio, which is what the impression I get that Malik is not going to settle for less ever of top tier. Which you can give it to Universal. Regardless of your opinion of any of the last two movies, I mean Universal did market the hell out of them. Maybe too spoilery in the case of kills, but in any case, they did give it top tier marketing, and I think that's what we want for the series too. So, let me know what you think about all that. I'm going to turn it over here into the live chat one more time tonight, and then I'm going to get out of here. Mike Johnson says, hope I do some more Terrifier cast interviews in the future. That franchise is taking off. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you enjoyed my interview with Catherine Corcoran from a year ago. Yes, she is awesome. I was going to say, I hope you've checked out all of my Terrifier cast interviews, including my chat with Damian Leone from, I think it's been 3 years now. I talked to both Lauren Lavera and David Howard Thornton last year, right around the time of the release. Not last year. 2 years ago, right around the release of Terrifier 2. Check those interviews out if you haven't. Also from Terrifier 2, I interviewed Elliot Fulham. And, why am I forgetting? I feel so bad. She plays Allie. I'm forgetting her name now. I feel terrible. But you know who I mean. She plays Allie in Terrifier 2. The Allie scene, the bedroom scene. Yeah, if you haven't checked those out, check them all out. Lots of Terrifier and Terrifier 2 interviews I've done. We're going to talk to them some more. I mean, we're definitely hyped for Terrifier 3 as well. Not as hyped knowing that it's a Christmas movie rather than a Halloween movie this time. I'm not saying I'm not hyped. I'm just saying there's a tiny bit of Hallow hypeness that this one doesn't quite have. But as I've said before, just because it takes place mainly on Christmas, there's nothing to say that it couldn't take place partly still on Halloween. Maybe it begins on Halloween night and then jumps to Christmas. Maybe it ends on a different Halloween after taking place on Christmas. Maybe not to any of that. We did see that set photo, though, of Vicky, reprising her role, and Victoria Hayes, basically picking up where the final scene of T2 left off. So maybe it'll technically still be Halloween when it begins a little bit. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm hyped for all that. Casey Hartnett, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Casey. Yeah, and she is so cool and so awesome, and I love that interview, and she does so good in that movie. Casey Hartnett, thank you, Mike. I was having a brain fart, y'all. It's not even after midnight like it normally is after I've done this for 2 hours. It's not even after midnight yet, but yet I still feel like it is for some reason. But thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Yes, Casey Hartnett plays Allie. Yes. Check out my interview with Casey and Elliot and Lauren and David and Catherine, as you said. Is there anybody else from Terrifier that I'm forgetting that we talked to? I think that's all. And Damien, of course. But yeah, I hope to get them all back on here, especially a little bit closer to T3. Um, definitely hope to talk to them some more. Would love to get Jenna on here too. Jenna Cannell from Terrifier 1. A big fan of her. She was awesome in Renfield. She's really funny in that. So maybe we'll get her on here at some point too. All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Let's see. Mike says, how excited for the new series. Just hope they give Dolores Strode story rest. Yeah, I kind of think they will this time. Jose wants a show about Big Joe Grizzly. Yeah. That's funny. Yes, Mike, check the rest of them out, please. Yes, if you're a Terrifier fan, definitely check my other Terrifier interviews out. They're awesome. And again, if to any of our new blood, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. I thank you for hanging out. To all of our returning friends and our regulars and the Triple M crew, I love you guys. I can't thank you enough for hanging out. Excuse me. This has been awesome. Like I said, we're going to keep having guests on here. I can't promise you we're going to have a guest every single week. I can't even promise you that we're going to do a live stream every single week. But whenever possible, if I'm not going live, I am going to try to premiere something, do like we did with the Tom Jones interview last week, and try to still premiere something Myers related around the regular time on Mondays. Again, nobody's perfect. It's not going to happen every single week. There's going to be some weeks where it just ain't going to happen. But whenever possible, that's the plan. That's the idea. That's the hope. That's the goal. So that's where we're at with all that. All right. I cannot believe that been on here over 2 hours and it's not even midnight tonight. It feels so weird and so different. I don't know what to do with myself. It's so different. But let me know about that too in the comments if you're watching. Just let me. What'd you think about the early start time? I mean, most of you still found your way here. I think you know it's a. I think there are pros and cons to whatever time you do it, but I am not opposed to changing it up once in a while as long as you guys can get the notifications and get the word and can be here for it, like you were this week. So let me know what you think on that. Teen Wolf can't believe David started out with Chris Nolan and ended up once again with Chris Nolan. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. He started out in The Dark Knight with Nolan. And now here we are in Oppenheimer with Nolan. And this is really he's having a moment, you know. I mean, I almost said as much during our conversation today that you know this is really a moment for him between Oppenheimer and just all of his roles getting bigger and more lucrative and projects bigger. And now here comes Late Night with the Devil, where he's the true leading man. He's on the screen in pretty much every frame. He's great. He's just really good at it. Anyway, you guys are gonna love the interview. I'm very happy with it. Very happy. I'm just a big fan of his, and so very happy to talk to get to talk to him today. And yes, it was confirmed that he is definitely one of us, and he has some extremely nice things to say about Halloween itself, but also about Halloween Daily News, in fact. Yeah. Pretty flattering, to be honest. So look for that. Again, members will get early access on that. Everybody else, it'll be coming at the end of this week. And lots more. And who knows, we might wake up tomorrow with some breaking news regarding this franchise. In any case, I do think we got that Carpenter track dropping probably in about an hour. Well, look forward to checking that out. And there is lots more coming from that book, from all the books I'm in the middle of reading now. I'm still not done with the making of book. I had to put that aside, and now I'm getting started on the illustrated, and I wanted to just dive into that. So, yeah, I'm going to have to prioritize some of my reading and start blocking off reading time every day, and using these, my readers, because I'm old now and can't read anything without them, apparently. But I guess that's par for the course and what happens. But man, what a fun time this has been these last couple weeks. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know, I mean, those of you that have made the comments, I feel you, because it's been a blast for me. Team Wolf says, this is what I love about seeing these horror fans get their chance to shine. Like David reminds me so much of how Vincent Price always cheered for horror, even after everyone left it behind. Yes. Yeah, he is kind of a modern Vincent Price in a way. And yeah, he's definitely a horror fan, and a Halloween fan, a Halloween person like us too. So that's a fun one. And like I said, just today I was in contact with somebody from this franchise. If I There's a hint I could give you, but by process of elimination, if I say it, you'll probably figure out who it is pretty quick, which isn't the end of the world as long as I don't tell you who it is or confirm. But it's somebody I've never interviewed, which is always exciting. And they're pretty significant. I'll say this: they're pretty significant behind the camera. I'll leave it at that. It's not Carpenter, don't worry. But yeah, very significant to this franchise behind the camera. Let's leave it at that. So you can look forward to that and lots of other cool stuff coming your way right here on the HDN YouTube channel. All right, guys, this has been awesome. This has been amazing. DAEG was great. Thank you all for hanging out. If you haven't already, watch the unboxing. Watch the Tom Jones Jr. Tom's Jones. I can't even talk. Watch the Tom. This is not alcohol in this, I swear. The Tom Jones Jr. interview, if you haven't already. You're definitely going to dig that. Check out my other interviews if you haven't already. If you liked tonight, you'll definitely dig those. And look for lots more on all things Michael Myers and everything else we got coming your way right here on the HDN YouTube channel, including that new track from John Carpenter, which I'm pretty sure is dropping in about 51 minutes. And we'll have that up at HalloweenDailyNews.com right on time as it drops as well, if I'm correct on this prediction. So, all right. Thanks, you guys. You guys have been amazing. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you all for watching. And of course, happy Michael Myers Monday to you all.